Everybody gets knocked to the ground by life, but some of us just don't stay down. It's not over when you lose. It's only over when you quit. If you always make the decision to get up one more time, you win.
Anyway, if you're new here, hi, shalom, and welcome to Anise 24/7, where I am the creator, Anise. And if you are coming back, hi, it's always a good time when you come. So today we are talking about giving thanks, okay? It's testimony time anyway. So today is a slight testimony. Honestly, I just want to give thanks because we take for granted the small things like life. Today I was on the phone selling my Medicare, which I typically do, and I spoke to a woman. It sounded like she had something in her mouth. Okay, it sounded like she had like a jawbreaker in her mouth. And at the end of the day, she was even still like joyful, joyous, I don't even know how to describe what she was saying, or how she was saying it. I just know that she had positivity there. And she began to tell me that she had cancer of the mouth. She had cancer of the mouth. And because of this cancer of the mouth, she had to, they had to remove her tongue, certain things in her jaw, she had to get rid of certain teeth. So I'm sitting over here and I'm just like, in awe, because at the end of the day, she was still, talking to me. And the first thing that came out of her mouth was, well, I pray. And I'm like, you pray? I was like, what? She goes, no, I pray because at the end of the day, I could have been dead. At the end of the day, the doctors told me not to do this surgery to get rid of the cancer in my mouth. She said, but I prayed to God, and sure enough, yes, they had to take out certain things, but I'm alive. I'm well. And, my day at the time, earlier today, I was having kind of like a crappy day. I'm not going to lie. But sitting here and judging myself for small things, being remorseful for certain things. I may not have the money in my pocket that I want to have. I may not be where I want to be. But at the end of the day, I am so grateful for life. Okay? If this lady who has no tongue, who has, some jaw reconstruction going on, is able to still give God the highest praise, who am I to sit over here and be mad and upset? Okay? Who am I to sit over here to say, hey, I can't afford certain things? I don't even care at this point. I told this lady, I said, you know what? You are giving me so much energy, so much courage to be able to make it through my day. Who are we? Who are you to sit here and be mad at the decisions and the choices because you weren't able to get what you wanted to get today? But you're alive. I was reading Genesis, right? And a lot of people, they're mad over Eve for biting the apple, and they're mad because God ended up cursing Eve and giving Eve enmity between her and the serpent and giving us childbearing, labor. Yes, don't get me wrong. That's horrible. Childbearing and child labor is horrible. But at the end of the day, God graciously gave her that. He could have most definitely wiped out the woman species. He could have most definitely did something worse. But at the end of the day, he did what he did, and we're still able to proceed to give birth. As women, we're able to give birth. You see what I'm saying? And I thank God that I am born in this century and not in last century, where technology and modern medicine is better. We need to give thanks. Hello. I'm no longer about to give into my circumstance, because if a lady that has cancer in her mouth, that had her tongue removed, that had jaw reconstruction, that defeated the odds, okay? The doctors told her not to get the surgery, but she ended up getting the surgery, and she was alive and well and still gave the highest praise. I am here to tell you that your circumstances are short-lived. This is a for now circumstance. I'm here to tell you that there's going to be an output out from whatever you're going through. You might think that you're in the bottom part of whatever you might be going through, that nothing is going right for you, that the bills are piling up, that the children are starting to want more, that maybe you're getting dragged and talked about. But guess what? You are here and you're listening, and you're listening. Forget what's going on with me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be the first in my family to ever do it. Forget what's going on with me and the circumstances. God gave me life. That's what the testimony needs to be today. God gave you life. And I am just so grateful for you to be tuning in today. Okay, I'm so grateful for you to just, be here. There are people in the hospital that can't even make it out. There are people that wasn't able to make it through the surgery, but yet you're here. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for life. I don't know who you are. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know that you're here. And I thank God for you today. I thank God that you are alive and you are well. You might not be in the circumstance that you want, but you are here. And I thank God for giving you life. That's what I do. I'm here to spread the message. I'm here to spread good news. Okay, you're alive. You're well. You made it. Okay, a lot of people didn't wake up this morning. A lot of people didn't make it to this point of the day, but you are here, and I'm so grateful for you. But at the end of the day, I'm going to continue to give God the highest praise, because without that, without that hope, without that faith, what do you have to live for?
Everybody gets knocked to the ground by life, but some of us just don't stay down. It's not over when you lose. It's only over when you quit. If you always make the decision to get up one more time, you'll win.
Welcome to Anise 24/7, where you never know when I'm going to go live. Apparently, I've been live. I'm not understanding.